Like, don't like. The Great Pyramid of Giza. I like how realistic the model is. The Great Pyramid of Giza is a perfect representation of this historic ancient wonder of the world. I like how they didn't stick to a tan pyramid on tan sand, but instead went with a white limestone block to represent how the pyramid would have looked back in 2570 BC, over 4,500 years ago. I don't like the inside of the pyramid. When you lift off the white portion of the pyramid, you see a very studded, smaller pyramid structure. It is supposed to represent a dugout portion of the pyramid, which is cool. I like how they incorporated a scaffolding platform with a ramp, pulley, and crane to make it more realistic. But I think it would have looked much better if they tiled up the studded portion. So I tiled up my model and it looks much better. I like the back portion of the pyramid because it looks like a cool hieroglyphic of a man with his arms and legs splayed outwards. But it's actually a labyrinth of passageways leading to a small king's chamber with the tomb of the pharaoh inside. I don't like how we get only half a pyramid. It's ideal if you have a limited amount of space to display this model, but ideally we should have gotten a full pyramid. I guess you can always buy a second Pyramid of Giza set and combine the two halves to make a full pyramid. And they do provide two axle holes at the bottom of the base to connect the two models, so LEGO already has this idea in mind. But the second model would have to be modified to get rid of one of the Nile rivers, since only one should be flowing past it. I like how they use staggered trans-clear blue tiles to represent the water. It gives the Nile River a very clean look. I don't like the studded dark tan sand in front of the Pyramid of Giza. I would have liked this all to be tiled up, but since they used a lot of triangle plates, it's hard to tile up the entire area. I left my model studded since it gives the terrain a rugged sandy look. I like all the plant pieces scattered around the landscape in front of the pyramid. It gives the area a nice lush greenery look. I also like how they use multiple shades of green, from green and olive green shrubs to green and lime green leaves on the trees. I like the two smaller pyramids in front of the main huge Pyramid of Giza. It's nice that both these pyramids are complete, but unfortunately we don't see what's inside. They don't include jumper tiles, so it's difficult to remove the roofs to reveal the tomb inside, which are supposed to contain the queen and other royalty members. I like the micro-sized boats on the water. The design is pretty cool, and I like how they made the sails. I like the three micro sphinxes to the left of the Pyramid of Giza, and the single obelisk on the right, with an assortment of mastabas that are noble tombs which contain advisors to the pharaoh or other noblemen. It fills up the space nicely, and it really shows how huge the actual Pyramid of Giza is when you consider the scale. I like how you are given the option to display two different nameplates. The regular printed Pyramid of Giza display sign, or the hieroglyphic version, which translates to Khufu's horizon after the king whose tomb it belongs to. And I like how both signs are printed on tiles. There are no stickers in this set, which I like. I like the instruction manual. You are given some nice photographs of the Pyramid of Giza and some cool, interesting historical facts. I like the building process of this set. Unlike most architecture sets, you aren't dealing with a ton of tiny plates and tiles. You're mostly using bigger bricks, and the building process isn't monotonous. I like the small white structures in front of the Pyramid of Giza, which represent the Valley Temple where the bodies were mummified. They have some cool archways, and I like how they built the stairs leading up to the golden microfigure in the middle. This is where the body of the king would have been received before burial. The building technique was cool because they just turned 3 of these flat rail pieces on its side, and didn't even connect it to the build. It's just held in place with another part of the stairs. I like how they designed the white external shell of the pyramid. They used stair pieces to maintain the strength to support the pyramid structure, while keeping the walls thin to fit the pyramid inside. So what do you like? What do you don't like? Comment below, let me know, and we will see you all in the next video. Bye!